Prime Turning with GibbsCAM 2023. Let's start and have a look at our tools. Tool number 4, we are using the Type B Prime Turning tool. We are using it for facing. Tool number 2, we're using again the Type B Prime Turning insert. This one is being used for OD turning. And then we're going to use tool number 1, we're going to use Type A Prime Turning insert for finishing the part. Let's look at our operations. First operation is our facing operation. We select finish, cut other side, forward, we set our feeds and speeds. No stock on the face, we finish it right away. Then we set our machining markers, start marker up top, end marker down at the center line, but we're gonna do cut other side. That means we are cutting from the bottom up towards the center line. Operation 2. Now we're doing our roughing on the outside diameter. We set it to rough, forward. Here we set our cut depths and our leading radius, 3 millimeters of cut depths and 3 millimeters of lead-in radius. It could be smaller, but it is recommended to use similar than the cut depths. Then the lead out rate and the lead out length, which is responsible for when we break through the part on the right hand side. 2 millimeters before we break through and slow down the feed rate of 0.2. Then we set the RPM maximum 275 millimeters per minute, entry feed, contour feed 0.75. We leave some stock on the outside diameter. Now we set our machining markers. In this case, we set it somewhere in the middle on the top of that diameter. We start out there, we turn to the right side. We set our machining marker down there at the end of the part on the right. We do a redo. We recreate our tool path, and now we do our finishing. We select finish, forward, entry and exit settings, feed rates and speeds, a little bit slower than the roughing. No stock. And again, here we set our machining markers. In this case, I chose the other way around. Okay, we set the machining marker up front on the right side of the part, and our end marker up here on the big diameter. But in this case, we set all direction. And all direction means in prime turning, we are dragging up the shoulder and we're dragging backwards on the diameters. We're dragging up the shoulder. Again, this is designed for prime turning. This is the way it wants to do with those inserts. Let's do a redo, and then we look at machine simulation. Here comes the tool. We face from the bottom up towards the center line. We are roughing the outside, pulling away from the chuck. Again, prime turning design. And now we come with the finish tool. Do prime turning finishing. Again, against the shoulder, and the prime turn is finished.